all. How are you all? I hope you are doing well at home. We have started our first lesson of the second semester, that is lesson number 15, the block 15, history of timekeeping devices. Already we have completed some of the part of the lesson, and today we'll be taking the remaining part of the lesson. Rather, I would say some of the part. Okay, so let's begin once again the history of timekeeping devices. This is block 15, history of timekeeping devices, lesson plan number 2. Today we are going to learn how to make notes. So aim of this particular lesson is very simple, that when you'll go through this particular lecture you will be able to make notes about an informational, okay, about an informational text and resources. Activity number S2 from your workbook notebook, we required for writing question answers, and exceed content book. These are the things we need. So first let's understand few things. You can easily see here there is one definition of decomposer, the word decomposer. Now decomposer means exactly what? Do you have any idea? This is a scientific term. In science or in geography you must have gone through this particular term. Decomposers are organisms such as bacteria and fungi that break down the organic matter in the dead bodies of plants and animals. Now, why I have given this definition? There is a purpose behind this definition. Like we have to learn how to make notes. So how we can make notes? Let's see. So which are the important words from this particular definition? The important words which are very useful, or we can choose the words. Okay, decomposers, organisms, breakdown, organic matter, dead plants and animals, bacteria and fungi. Okay, we would choose these words because these are informational words that are key to understanding the meaning of decomposers, and hence while making notes we need to choose such a words which are very important or which have direct relation to the topic. We need not include the connectors are such as that, the, in, the, and, because they are normal ones. Okay, in every paragraph you'll get words like and, that, the. Okay, but for us the important words are decomposers, organisms, breakdown, organic matter, dead plants, animals, bacteria and fungi. Correct? Thus, we should identify informational words to put in notes instead of connectors. So the thing which we need to remember, we need to add some informational words, okay, which gives us direct information based on that particular topic, okay, or about that topic. Okay, so we'll learn these things today. So let's first complete the remaining part of the lesson. Last time we have seen various devices timekeeping used in early days or that ancient time. First one was obelisk, second one was sundials, third markets, and the last one which we have seen in the last lecture, that is water clocks. So today we are going to see few more interesting devices. So let's check them one by one. So today we'll be seeing this first candle clock. You can see here there is a candle and there is marking on the candle after a regular interval or after a particular time. So how it works, let's see. Keeping time using candles and incense sticks. We know incense sticks, we call them as agarbatti. Okay, so let's start with first candle clocks. This is clock which was used in ancient time. The earliest reference to candle clocks came from a Chinese poem by Yu Jianfu in 520 AD. AD means Anno Domini. Available evidence shows that candle clocks were used in Japan until the 10th century AD. A candle clock was a thin candle in a holder. You can see here there is a stand, holder is there, with a consistently spaced markings. Okay, markings are there. The burning of the candle indicated the passage of time. Okay, it shows the time. Candle clocks provided an effective way to tell how much time had passed indoors at night or on a cloudy day. Interestingly, a candle clock was also used as an alarm clock by sticking a heavy nail into the candle. Okay, at the desired interval, when the wax surrounding the nail melted, the nail fell into the plate below to make a noise. So it was used as alarm clock also. Like this nail is there, once it is going to melt, it is going to fall down and it will make a noise. Okay, isn't it interesting alarm clock? Since the rate of melting dependent on the nature of the wax, and see the interesting story or the fact, it was all about the quality of the wax. Candle clocks were used mainly to mark the passage of time from one event to another rather than telling the accurate time of the day. And as you must have understood that it wasn't possible to tell accurate time, but still it was used in that time to tell the event. Okay, or the how much passage of time is there in between two events. So isn't it interesting? So many interesting things were there. So let's check one more clock which was not only telling us time at that time, but it used to give nice fragrance also, very good smell also. Next one is incense clocks. Incense clocks were first used in China. Where? In China. Around the 6th century. When? Around the 6th century. Incense clocks burned evenly and without a flame. And it used to burn evenly, means equally, and without any flame. Consistently, it used to just get burned and used to give good smell also, as well as used to tell time. Therefore they were safer to use indoors. Incense clocks used incense sticks and sometimes had threads that were attached to wets at regular intervals. And it was all about incense sticks and attached wets. As the time elapsed, you know, time elapsed means what? Passed, or as in a period of time. Okay, the time passes, the weights would drop into a plate and make a noise to signal the time pass, and those weights used to make noise whenever they get dropped down. Incense sticks of different scents were used. The change in fragrance marked the passage of time. And see, it is very interesting that when time used to get changed, the aroma, the smell also used to get changed. Wow, very nice. Therefore, we can say that they could smell time with incense clocks. How lucky they were! They were not only getting the time, but at the same time they used to get a different type of nice smells, aromas. Wow! Depending upon the time period to be measured, spiral or straight sticks were used, and they used to use spiral or straight. Spiral means like it is like a spring in shape. Okay, and straight we know the spiral ones were longer, intended to be used for long periods, and they used to use spiral ones so that that stick will last for a longer time. Just imagine the spring and the straight one. They were often hung from the roofs of homes and temples, and they were often hung from the roofs of homes and temples. So it's very interesting. Incense sticks clock. Isn't it interesting? Just look at this. The next one, and this is the last one which we are taking today. We'll take remaining one tomorrow. Okay. So the last one is hourglass, which is common. You might have seen this. You get such keychains also in the market nowadays. The hourglass is believed to have originated in medieval Europe in the 8th century. This theory is based on the fact that the first written records of it were mostly from logbooks of European ships, made of two rounded glass bulbs connected by a narrow neck of glass. You can see here, these are two glass. This is wooden stand. The glass has been kept here, under which, okay, under this particular plate one more plate is there. Okay, and here you can see how the soil is coming down. Okay, soil or sand. Okay, so this in the came in medieval Europe in the 8th century, correct? So made of two rounded glass bulbs connected by a narrow neck of glass between them. An hourglass contains a measured amount of sand particles, and they used to keep sand particles so it will move, or it will get trickled down very easily to the bottom or towards the bottom. The top to the bottom bulb when turned upside down. Once empty, it can be inverted to begin the timing again. Hourglasses were very popular aboard ships, and these hourglasses, they were very popular on the ships. Unlike water clocks, the motion of the ship did not affect an hourglass. The fact that the hourglass used sand instead of liquids made more accurate. And here they were using sand, and that's why it was very accurate. The water clock was also prone to condensation inside it during temperature changes. And see, there were water clocks also, but they were having one problem. As we know that nowadays we are enjoying winter season, or will be enjoying summer season. So according to the season, the water also get changed, means the condensation thing happens. Okay, but with hourglass, such a problem was not there, because it was simple, made up of glass, and the main part or main thing which was there, that was a sand. The use of the hourglass to keep time declined after 1500 AD. After 1500 AD, the use of this particular timekeeping device got declined. This was due to the development of the mechanical clock, which was more accurate, smaller, cheaper, and made timekeeping easier. Correct? Understood this much? Have you got this? Very nice. Okay, so today we have seen candle clocks, incense clocks, and hourglass. In the next lecture, we'll be taking the remaining part of the same lesson. I hope you must have gone through the half part which we have already completed. Okay, so just go through whatever we are completing so that you will remember. At the same time, you have to prepare your notes also. How we are learning now. So here you have to just pause your video and copy down these questions, and you have to write their answers and send it to me today itself before 5 p.m. Do remember before 5 p.m. If I'll get it very late, I'm not going to check it. So please make it sure you are going to write it today itself, and that is also before 5 p.m. So pause it for a few minutes, copy down the questions in your notebook. Have you copied down? Okay, good. So how did you make notes? Do you have any idea? Like, we have to write down the question answers, and for which we find out some of the important words, but how do we make notes? Do you have any idea? Let's see. We first read the paragraph and highlighted the main idea by underlining it. What we do generally, normally, we highlight main ideas, we just underline them. We then wrote the main idea and supporting ideas in the table. Then what we do, we write main idea and the supporting idea in the separate table. While making notes, we do not copy the sentences as written in the book. While making notes, we make it shorter. We don't write each and every single line, correct? Because we are making note, we are not copy down the whole lesson. And finally, we use just the keywords or phrases to make short and precise notes and leave out words that are unnecessary. For example, we will not write all the details about sundials just as they are. It was around 1500 BC that the Egyptians started using a round disc marked with hours like a clock. Instead, we'll not write like this. Okay, we are not going to write each and every single line which has been mentioned in the book. We are going to write it like a summary. We are going to write only important things. That is also in our own words, but by taking the reference of the content book. Okay, we will choose key detail search as sundial. Egyptians invented 1500 BC. Marked round disc. We can also use abbreviations and symbols wherever needed to make quick notes. Understood? We are going to use abbreviations and symbols. Okay, I hope you must have understood how to make notes. Already we have done so. What else can be added at the end of the notes to help us understand what we have read? Okay, so what else we can add at the end of the notes? We can write a short summary in 2-3 sentences that incorporates most of the details identified in our notes. Are you getting? We can write a short summary. It will help us to organize the information read so far. Understood? Very good. Last thing, which is homework, and do remember you have to submit your homework before 5 p.m. or else I'm not going to check it. Okay, you have to complete activity S2 from your workbook. Okay, from notebook you have to answer practice question 1 to 4. Okay, from in notebook you have to write these answers from exceed content book, that is your textbook. I hope everything is clear. We'll meet once again next time. At that time we'll be completing remaining part of the lesson, which is very very interesting. At the same time we'll learn something new, like today we have learned something more about making notes. So thank you so much for watching this video so patiently. Have a great day to all of you. Thank you.